Hey girl, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. If you're new here, thank you girls so much for tuning into today's video. This gem right here is the look that I'm going to be creating for you guys today, or it's a look that I created. Before we do get into the video, I first just want to let you guys know that I am going to be getting a little bit sentimental in this video. And if you guys don't have anything nice to say, pretty self-explanatory, don't say it at all, just keep it to yourself, please and thank you. I put myself on YouTube, knowing that people are going to have comments and criticism and whatnot, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm just going to allow people to say mean things to me. So I'm letting you know now, if you don't have anything nice to say, keep it to yourself. Make the world a better place and don't encourage negativity. Don't start negativity. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And you know what? Let me just not get deep right now because we already get too deep in this video. But if you want to see how I created this look, and if you want to kind of touch on a very sentimental topic to me, then continue watching this video. And please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because look at this look right here. This is what you're going to be watching, so that deserves a thumbs up. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this look. To be honest with y'all, I didn't really like how it came out just because, to me, the colors looked really muddy. But I'm trying to, push through and complete it. That way I can just edit it and get it up for you guys and let y'all be the judge. Used to, if I didn't like a look, I wouldn't complete it. But I'm trying to get out of that habit. That way I put out more content for y'all. And a lot of the times it's just me being my biggest critic, so I'm trying to, not do that. So I'm going to be starting with my Magic palette today, and we'll be going in with this color right here. Today is September 24th, and I'm just counting down the days until the state fair opens. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. So you guys already know the method that I like to use. I like to pat down the color first, and then I go in and buff it out. See how I'm laying this really vibrant purple down, and over here it just got kind of muddy for me. And then I don't think I did the best job blending that out, but it just won't move anymore. I don't know. It's I've tried to blend and blend and blend, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, it's not that bad. So I'm just keep going. Like I said, I'm trying to power through, looks that I don't like. Usually if I don't like them, I'll just stop them right then and there and move on to something else. I'll take it off and try again completely. But I'm trying not to do that because that does cripple me a lot. Sometimes I think a look is trash or it's ugly, and it's actually really good. So yeah, I'm just trying not to be so hard on myself. So I kind of want to chit chat with you guys and talk to you a little bit about me and my YouTube channel and why I started YouTube, what my goal is. Some of you may not know, well, I don't see why any of you would know this, but I used to work at Wells Fargo. I stopped working there back in August. I actually quit to pursue YouTube and to pursue makeup full time. Before we continue our conversation, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm going in with a new color from the Nubian 2 palette. I'm going to be using the Morocco shade right here. And the brushes that I have been loving to use lately, I probably use them in every video. The first one I used was an M506, and then this second one for the orange color that I'm using is an S12. So like I was saying, most of you that watch my videos are people that know me or knew me from high school. Most of you know that I love makeup. Makeup is dear to my heart. But a lot of people still think that I want to go to school, and because I did good in high school, I made good grades. I was smart. But I don't know, once I graduated, I just had no interest in going back to school, which was weird for me because I always thought oh, I'm gonna go to college, and it just didn't happen. God had other plans. Right out of high school, I ended up getting a job at Wells Fargo, and I worked there for a little over a year. And when I first started working there, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I did love it. It was like the first professional job that I had. Going from working at like Planet Fitness, Annie Ann's, Metro to Wells Fargo, I mean, anyone would love it. You get PTO, you're making good pay, you know, like it's just such a professional environment. Well, as you know, like the year went on that I was working there, I just started to dislike it, you know, more and more. I was getting more people that were like messaging me to see if I could do makeup on the weekends, but I worked at a pretty busy branch and we would always work on Saturdays. Nobody ever got the day off because that was our busiest day. So it was just hard for me to like try to, you know, get Saturdays off when people were wanting makeup done the most, and then, you know, try to be at my job. So it was just getting to the point to where I was hating my job because it was disabling me from doing what I love, which is makeup. I know that some people don't think, you know, like doing makeup is a job, or, you know, whatever you may think of makeup, but this is where God blessed me. This is what I am talented in doing, and I just feel like it would be a waste for me to continue sitting at a bank, you know, like making Wells Fargo money and, you know, not really, you know, it's not benefiting me. You know, yeah, I was paying my bills, and, you know, there was really no complaining besides, you know, the freaking rude customers, and, you know, the branch manager I didn't really like. He was just like one of those people that's all about work, and, you know, he doesn't really care about his employees. But anyways, that's besides the point. I ended up quitting my job. I will never forget this day, because it was just like a huge relief that came off of me, you know. Go ahead and cut my crease. Today we are doing a little bit different of a cut crease. It's kind of like a half cut crease, except we're not really defining it like at the ends. We're not stopping it crazy. We're kind of blending it in, which, I mean, as you can see it here, I don't really know any other way to explain it. This is actually my first time doing this version of a cut crease. Start in the front of the eye. We're not going to take it out too much. And then I'm just going to use my finger to kind of tap this concealer out. That way it's not such a harsh line. I'm going to go into this old Morphe palette that I have. This is a 35N. And I've hit pan on this shade right here and this shade, but I'm going to kind of try to mix them together as best I can. And I'm just going to apply that to my lid. Like I was saying though, I kind of felt, you know, like it was just a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. I didn't have to be somewhere, you know, unhappy, you know, just dealing with customers and hating my life. You know, I didn't have to do that. And I just want to say I'm so thankful to my boyfriend, Anthony, because, you know, with me not working, I'm working, you know, doing makeup, but you know, it's a lot different. I don't have set hours. I'm going back in with a little bit of the purple so I can start blending this like this side. I don't have, you know, set hours and a guaranteed, you know, hourly that I'm gonna make. It's up to me to find my business, you know. It's up to me to find people who need makeup done. And while I do, you know, bring in some income, it's still not enough to completely stand on my own. And that's okay for me because, you know, I'm just starting back doing this again full time. And I know that in due time, you know, like I'll have more clients and you know, more work, and I'm just being patient right now, and you know, I keep praying and that everything's just gonna work out. And you know, slowly but surely I'm getting more people, and October's coming up and that's gonna be busy. And but you know, it's nothing like having a 9-to-5 job. And so I'm so grateful to Anthony because he is taking care of all our responsibilities right now, which I'm so grateful for. You know, he's allowing me to stay home and do what I love, you know. And I'm literally, I couldn't be blessed enough to be able to be doing this for myself right now. And I don't think, you know, anyone can understand how, you know, blessed I feel, even though I'm not working, and you know, I don't have a job and I'm not making, you know, consistent money. Like I still feel like I am so blessed. I still feel like I am just, you know, I have everything, you know, that I need. And you know, although I'm not rich money wise, you know, I'm rich in other ways, you know, like having Anthony, having, you know, my family that supports me. And I guess I'm just telling you all this because I want you all to know, like, this is what I'm serious about, you know. Like, I'm not sitting here posting videos asking you to subscribe to me and follow me for fame, or sit here in front of this camera and I share with you guys what I love to do because I love to do it, because this is what I truly see myself doing for my career as a job, you know, making a living off of doing what I love. Every day that I'm sitting here, you know, doing this, all that runs through my mind is, and I'm sure you've all heard this before, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I believe strongly in that, you know. Like, it breaks my heart that I have to see Anthony go to work every day doing something that he doesn't love to do, you know. Like, he has a great job, he gets paid well, but that's not what he wants to do, you know. Like, I can't explain to you guys enough, like, how just blessed I am to be having this opportunity, to be doing what I love to do. And I wouldn't be able to do this without Anthony, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, my supporters. Like, it's important that I just share this with you guys, because to be able to say that, like, I'm a YouTuber or that I'm a beauty guru, like, I don't mean to get emotional or start crying, but a lot of you have no idea, like, what that means for me. And I don't want to get, you know, all too sentimental. Well, I guess I already am, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But most of you guys already know that I lost two of my sisters in 2014. One of them was my older sister, one of them was my younger sister. And before Natalie passed away, which is my older sister, first I have to tell you guys, you know, like, how much she inspired me as a person, how much she inspired me as a sister. And always tell me, you know, like, you're gonna make me proud, and, you know, just make me proud. And she would always tell me, you know, school first, no boys. And in a way, you guys, I feel like I let her down because I didn't go to college and I'm living with my boyfriend. I feel like if I can make it doing something that I love, actually being successful in it, you know, like, how couldn't that make her proud, you know? And I want to do this not only for myself, but for my sisters. My sisters aren't going to be able to have, you know, aren't ever going to be able to have, you know, or experience the opportunities that I can experience, or they're not going to be able to take, like, the chances or the risks that I can take, you know. Like, I took the chance of quitting my job and trying to do what I love. Like, any makeup artist knows, like, it's not easy. It's not, like, it's an investment, you know. Like, everything that I've invested into this, my laptop, my camera, my lights, all my makeup, you know, like, it's all been an investment, you know, like, for myself, for my family, like, for everyone around me. Basically just to prove to anyone, like, you don't have to be stuck at a 9-to-5 job you can go out there and do what you want. Like, the reason why I will never give up on my dream is, one, because of my sisters, and two, there is kids on YouTube that are making money opening toys. Opening toys. Like, people just don't understand. If you want to see change in your life, you have to go out and change it. Nobody else is going to do that for you. I do have a story to tell, you know, like, this is my story, and that is my motive, you know. Like, want to travel the world and see things, you know, and do it all in God's glory, and, you know, like, just do stuff that my sisters weren't able to do, you know, their time here on this earth. And I appreciate every single one of you so much who actually takes the time to watch my videos. I appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos. And I know, you know, I know that I don't have a lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers, but I have people that support me, and it honestly just means the absolute world to me. Like, for people to tell me, you know, like, keep going, and, you know, like, you know, I can't wait till you're famous, or, you know, like, I know you're gonna be famous, or you're so talented. Like, you guys just don't know, you know. And there's only a handful of people that tell me that now, and it's just like my motivation, you know. Like, ugh. Okay. Whew. Enough about that. I just, like I said, I just wanted to chit chat with you guys and just basically tell you, you know, like, why I am so driven to YouTube. Like, if there's anyone who's wondering, you know, why is she so consistent with YouTube, or, you know, why has she, you know, been trying to do YouTube, or, you know, why does she think, you know, I don't know, whatever you're thinking, whatever your thoughts are about me, you know, I just wanted to tell you why I started YouTube. Thank y'all for letting me be myself on camera. Nothing feels more right in my heart than when I'm in front of the camera doing makeup. Just thank you for supporting me and standing behind me. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. If there was any type of ice that was there, you know, break that ice between us. You know, you kind of know a little bit more about me. So with that being said, guys, please help me get to 2K subscribers. I am only at 111, and I really, 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 really know that we can get to 2K. We can do it. I know we can do it. And I love you guys so much. Okay, continuing the video, we're going to go ahead and apply the glitter that we got going on here. I'm probably going to go over that one some more because it's pretty faint, but I'm going to be using these Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitters. And when I'm doing this, sometimes I can be really shaky, but if you just prop your pinky like on your face somewhere, that way you have a little bit more support, it's a lot easier. And also, like, make sure that your elbow is resting on a table. That way you're even more steady. I'm going to go ahead and use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This is in the shade Tan Honey. I'm taking a little bit of a darker shade. It is Tan Sand. I usually go back and forth between these two because I am unsure of which one is my exact color. Sometimes the Tan Sand is like too pink, and then sometimes the Tan Honey is like too white, too light for me. So sometimes I mix them, sometimes it works out okay, but to contour, I'm going to use the LA Girl Concealer. This is in the shade Golden Bronze. And I'm sorry, I did put some of the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Light Yellow. What's the Light Yellow Corrector. So it's a corrector, but I like to use it to brighten up my under eyes and also to highlight my nose. I'm not real sure if we're going to be able to get this purple to show up, because it's kind of like really gritty if you don't put it on a tacky base. So let's just see. Now I'm going to go back in with the Morocco shade, and I'm just going to lightly blend it in front of it and like below it. Just lightly though. I'm using the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. And then I like to switch to a smaller brush. That way I can get in my inner corners. I'm going to be using this Maybelline eyeliner. It's like a nice dark deep purple. Guys, for lips, chapstick. Okay babes, so that does bring us to the end of this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look that I created for you today. Honestly, this was not what I envisioned in my head. This was not what I was going for, but I actually really love it, and I hope that you guys love it too. If you do, then give me a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment on what your favorite part about doing your makeup is. Not your favorite part when you're doing makeup, but what is the step that makes your look come all together. I know that mine is whenever I'm doing the bottom eyeshadow, so please let me know down below. I want to know what makes your makeup in your guys' makeup routine. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!